Hello.
Hi.
Looks like you might have crashed your car, huh?
Oh my gosh.
What's going on? How'd this happen?
I don't know. Nope.
Okay. Well, you don't have to answer anything.
If you'd like to know. Nope. Actually,
Rachel?
I'll let you know what's going on from now.
Well, guys, it's time. It is once again time for our, monthly dive into some random body cam footage I found on Reddit. It's like Christmas morning. You know, it's not like Christmas morning when your neighbor decides to start weed whacking the second you start recording. Come on, John. I thought we were buddies. Anyways, if you hear some in the background, you know what it is. Blame John, not me, alright? It seems like clockwork at this point. Once a month, somebody goes viral for doing something they shouldn't have, where they end up in some body cam footage and make the biggest fool of themselves imaginable. Just like our friend Rachel here is gonna do today. She was driving drunk, hit a car on the side of the road, and managed to flip hers upside down. John, it's December 8th. Grass is not even growing anymore, man. Anyways, Rachel flips her car over, and then once the police arrive, she begins to act like she is the one being inconvenienced for having to answer questions like, "Hey Rachel, how'd your car end up upside down?" The entire video is her just being unbelievably insufferable, like you would kind of expect anybody who drinks and drives to be. But there seems to be a genuine level of why are you here? I've done nothing wrong. Let me flip my car in peace present during the entire video that makes it just so much worse to watch. You'll see. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Hello.
Hello.
Did you call?
I don't know where the girl is that was driving.
She's right there. Whose car is this?
That's my grandson's, and it was parked right here. He
Okay.
hasn't went anywhere all day. And
Is everybody okay?
yeah,
Okay.
everybody's
All right.
okay.
I'll just have you guys hang out over there for now, okay?
All right.
Hello.
Hi.
Looks like you might have crashed your car, huh?
Oh my gosh. Hi. Yeah, I'm Rachel. Nice to meet you.
Rachel? Eli, nice to meet you. What's going on? How'd this happen?
I don't know.
Oh, Rachel, I don't like you, but I've got to admit, this response in this situation is just hilarious. I think it's because it actually kind of seems genuine that she just has no idea how she ended up like this. 1 minute she was driving, she blinked, and whoopsies, she's upside down.
You're not sure?
Yeah.
It's your car?
This is my vehicle.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously.
Well, how did it end up on its side? Do you know? Did it just...
I mean, obviously it didn't just
Right.
by itself.
I see a kid's seat. There wasn't a kid in here when this happened,
No,
was there? Okay.
no children in here. Obviously.
Quick little game for you guys if you're interested. Try and count how many times she says the word obviously. I think we're already at 4.
This didn't just happen by itself.
Right.
So that
Were you driving it?
I obviously was driving the vehicle.
Okay.
So, I mean, do you always,
Go ahead,
do you
just need the
always
one
ask
for
redundant
Adam Victor.
questions, or you just ask questions?
The gall of this woman. She just took out this poor lady's grandson's car with enough force to flip over her Kia, and she's the one with the attitude. Lady, you just had to retreat from your vehicle via the moonroof. Once you've got to do that, you should know you've put yourself in a position where you have no power anymore, because you're either 1, escaping from a body of water that you've driven your car into, or 2, you flipped your car on its side. If you were the only person driving in the general vicinity of you when this happened, it's on you, Rachel. These questions aren't redundant.
I just ask questions. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, that's all.
Yeah,
It's
I mean-
Rachel, right?
It is, Rachel. It's nice. Yeah. I was just driving down the road. And then on
10-4, can you
my
run it?
vehicle.
So were you driving this way?
Yeah, obviously.
Well,
That's the way the vehicle's facing.
Why do you
So,
keep saying obviously?
Rachel, I don't know how much alcohol you've had, but I feel like you're really losing grasp of the situation here. When your car successfully completes a full 90-degree variation from the orientation it's meant to be, I don't think it's that crazy of a thing to think that maybe it also got turned around the other way.
well, I mean, I think everything
trying
with
to-
this scene is pretty obvious. So,
Okay.
I don't think there's much left to...
I guess, did you just not see the car on the side of the road, or how did it end up getting hit?
There was no car on the side of the road.
There wasn't?
Not to my knowledge, no. There was a car driving this way. I was clearly driving in my lane.
Officer, I don't know what to tell you. I believe her. I know you're looking at a car that's been forcibly shoved up into a yard on the side of the road with damage to the front of it, but you know what? I feel like Rachel's telling the truth. A divine power came and lifted her car off the road. It was a test. They wanted to see how strong she really was.
Okay.
Super
Was there anyone in the
familiar with
vehicle with you when this
No,
happened?
there was nobody with me, and I can tell you, like, there was obviously
I don't know what this woman drank that she really cannot understand that the car she hit is like 20 feet away from them. I mean, does she really think she's gonna convince the cop this was some sort of hit and run? Somebody swerved into her lane, made her flip, and then they took off? Like, does she just think everyone around her is stupid, or does she truly not understand how obvious the situation is? You'd think she would love to point out the obvious, but I mean, the car is right there, Rachel.
You had anything to drink tonight, Rachel?
no, I
You
haven't.
can just be honest with me.
No, I
It's not
haven't.
gonna it's not gonna incriminate you any further or
No,
anything
no,
like
I know. Nope, no.
that. Nothing to drink, huh?
Not since 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
So I would
About a
say,
few hours then.
yeah.
Guys, I've never been pulled over for drunk driving because I don't drink, and if I did, I wouldn't drive, but I feel like if you're gonna do it, you've gotta stick to a story. Why do people do this? We've seen this like 10 times. They'll be asked, have you had anything to drink tonight? They'll say no, and then about 20 seconds later, they'll say, okay, well, I've actually had 16 shots of tequila. What's the thought process? I mean, maybe there isn't one. Maybe I'm giving these people too much credit.
Like,
What did you have at 6?
I had what we considered a beer cocktail,
Beer
I
cocktail.
guess.
How much alcohol would you say is in that?
It's a 4%, 4%.
And you just had one of them.
Yeah, it's just a fun.
Rachel, I don't know if you carry your weight pretty badly and you're actually like 3.5 pounds, but no. I don't know why you'd even bring this up because now you just sound stupid thinking anyone's gonna believe this. Yeah, officer, I don't even know my English language I grew up in, but yeah, 4%, just one of them. Wow, who flipped my car?
Okay.
We were at a fantasy football draft tonight.
That
so.
explains the jersey. You a Cowboy?
Yeah,
Are
that's
you a
why I'm in
Cowboys
New
fan?
Jersey. Yeah, I'm
You
a
are?
Cowboys fan.
All right.
But yeah, I just had one cocktail. It was a, I don't know the brand name. Of the cocktail. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's not bad at all.
But I know it was 4% alcohol.
Okay. Do you have any like issues with your eyes at all? Like, do you have any?
No, I
never had
don't
any.
have any ocular degeneration.
Okay, I mean, sure, that's fine to say, Rachel, I guess. Ocular does refer to the eyes, but I think you mean macular degeneration. Maybe you should stop talking.
That I'm aware of.
Do you have any? First and foremost, I guess I should have asked this a little bit ago. Are you injured at all?
No, you probably should
noticed
have
some-
asked that right away, right?
Yeah, you're right. I should have, but
Yeah.
I forgot. I mean, you were walking, so I
It's okay.
wasn't.
I mean, it's fine.
Okay. So here's the deal, Rachel.
So, here's the deal. I
just-
won't answer any more of your questions.
You're not gonna answer any more of my questions.
Nope.
Okay. Well, you don't have to
if-
answer anything.
If you'd like
Hey.
to know, nope. Actually, I'll let you know what's going on from now, because you've superseded your
know what you
rights
mean.
of asking me questions.
Hi, ma'am.
Rachel, you're beginning to use words that I don't think you know what they mean when you're sober. The word supersede does not work in that sentence. I don't really know what you're going for there. And how do you think you have the right to control this situation? Yeah, you don't have to talk, you don't have to answer any questions, but you think that you are going to be the one dictating the situation from now on? This is the woman who just flipped their car on a public street? I doubt it, Rachel.
Can I talk to you?
Nope. And so any more questions you have, you can talk to my attorney. All right?
What's your name?
Okay, I feel like I have to say this, I'm sorry, but those little subscribe and please like the video blips that you just saw are not mine, okay? Whoever uploaded this body cam footage put those on their video. I personally hate when people put those in videos, so just wanted to put that out there, okay?
You can talk to my attorney. He knows my name.
Is it Rachel?
I won't be answering any more of your questions. I think I've made that very clear.
All right. Well, I'm just getting.
So,
on scene.
Yeah,
here, so
I
don't know
think
what's going on.
I think I've made it very clear that any more questions anyone has for me.
Why do you think you need an attorney right now?
I think in general, any citizen that encounters a law enforcement officer outside of any normal circumstance should just refer that to an attorney.
She's drunk, but she's 100% correct. These cops seem cool, but remember kids, cops aren't your friends. Asking why do you feel like you need an attorney right now, that is the baitiest of bait questions.
Okay. So any interaction with a
so
law
I
enforcement
don't
officer?
think that any interaction
Okay.
you and I have beyond what him and I
Where
have.
have you been drinking tonight, Rachel?
I haven't been drinking tonight.
I can smell the alcohol from you.
Well,
Rachel, we just went over this. I know your brain is being pickled in alcohol, but you've got to remember you just said you weren't going to answer any more questions. Just stop talking if that's your strategy. So she gets arrested because she refuses to do either a field sobriety test or a breathalyzer, and it's honestly pretty uneventful, but once they get her in the back of the car, suddenly, now she's a lawyer. And she starts going on this tirade about how they've made a mistake, they've got it all wrong, she's going to get it all thrown out, and, well, she's pretty wrong.
I mean, did you assume I was operating under alcohol, or had you been assured by some sort of test? You just assumed, right? Correct? And is our conversation being recorded?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Correct? So you assumed I was operating my vehicle. Correct? Is that correct? Yes or no?
Rachel, we're not going to have this conversation.
Okay, so that was correct, right? That's why you arrested me. You assumed I was operating my vehicle. Correct?
What happened to you not talking?
Well, you never read me my Miranda rights or told me what I was under the arrest for. So I was looking for some clarification because my Miranda rights were never read, and you also never told me what I was under the arrest for. Do you remember that part? When you didn't tell me what I was under the arrest for, or you didn't read me my Miranda rights? Do you remember that part? I didn't think so. That's okay. It's okay. It's a bitch when you arrest a lawyer.
So, Rachel, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to dunk on you because you seem like just the most unbelievably miserable person to be around, so, you don't deserve kindness. So firstly, let's get this out of the way real quick. They absolutely did say what you were under arrest for. It's OWI. I will play that clip right now.
Okay, you're going to be under arrest for OWI.
Just because you're so plastered you can't remember what they said doesn't mean they didn't say it. Secondly, this idea that somehow this is a gotcha moment when she says, you assumed I was drunk, you assumed I was under the influence. Yeah, that's how every single arrest on the planet is made. If cops get called to a shooting and 50 feet away from where the shooting took place, they find a guy with a ski mask and a gun, he's probably gonna get arrested. Do they know 100% right then and there without a shadow of a doubt that he did it? No, but he's probably a good guy to make an arrest on right there and then figure things out later. Just like if you're slurring your words and you reek of alcohol and you just flipped your car over, you're a pretty good candidate to get arrested for an OWI. Most arrests are done under assumption. And then thirdly, and how I know this woman isn't a lawyer, or if she is, she's just a really bad one, your Miranda rights do not have to be read when you're getting arrested. This is a very common misconception because a lot of cops are trained to read them while they're arresting somebody so they don't forget to do it later, but getting arrested and having your Miranda rights read to you have nothing to do with each other. Miranda rights deal with interrogation. Cops do not have to read you your Miranda rights until they plan on interrogating you. Now, if they don't read your Miranda rights while you're getting arrested and you say something in the cop car, there's a pretty good chance that if the cops try to use that, your lawyer's gonna get it thrown out. But no, you do not have to have your Miranda rights read to you for an arrest to be valid. Even further, when it comes to charges that involve you being drunk behind the wheel, Miranda rights are often not even read at all, because there's not a whole lot of interrogation that goes on. Once you're at the police station, one of three things are gonna happen. They're not gonna question you, they're gonna do a blood test, and it's either gonna come back showing you're drunk or you're not, or you refuse the blood test and then you can say goodbye to your license. There's no questioning, so your Miranda rights aren't really necessary here. So, all of this is to say, Rachel, you're not just wrong, you are very very, very, very wrong. Well, guys, what do you think? Is Rachel truly innocent? Is there truly no hope for the average lawyer who likes to dabble in the occasional drunk driving? Are they the true victims of society? I think they might be. Rachel, if you ever see this, I hope you watch this body cam footage and realize that you were so obviously drunk. It's not a very good look. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.